Right, here we are, Derail Valley. This time for sure, Ollie. Alright, I don't know if anybody's actually watching this, because something bad happened in the streams, and it swapped to the other one. Hopefully... Is it the right stream now, Andy? Should be. Today's Derail Valley. Should be the right one. I hope. Scheduled for 3rd of September. It looks like the right one to me. It is the 3rd of September. What a start. Where's my head? Where's my head? There's my head. Okay. I'm glad you're here, Andy. Yeah, something bad happened then. YouTube popped up this message and I went, okay, and it swapped streams. And it's like, why did you do that? But, you know, that's life sometimes, isn't it? Anyway, be glad it's not Saluda grade, because the route, not bad. Not bad. It's not quite accurate. Well, actually, it's a lot inaccurate, but anyway, that's all right. The locomotives are balls. But that's not why we're here today. Today we're here... Hang on. Maybe I should do this. Today we're here to talk about Train Sim 4. No, we're not. Today we're here to play Derail Valley. That's all we're going to do. Let me get this thing set up. God. What's going on? Why does it think that's live? Stop it! Stop it! God, I hope that doesn't cause any dramas later. Life. All right, let's just get going. Shall we? I think so. Last time we got a new locomotive. We got a DH4. And it was daytime. So hopefully, this will work. Hello, Rolliston Rails. Hello, Andy. Hello, the other Andy. We've got two Andys. Ooh, that's loud. Loud in my ears. Hopefully it's good for you guys. It's alright for you guys, I think. Well, last time we left this, it was in the morning. Because we'd just gotten this thing. Just got a new mouse too. Not sure if I like it. It's okay when my thumb's working properly. I just got a message from someone at work. Do not disturb. Right. There we go. Okay. We're all good. We're in the cab. Ooh, this mouse is not amazing for gaming, I think. Anyway, what are we doing? We're going to go out there and get a train somewhere. Have we got a job? I've forgotten. My inventory. We've got money. That's the job. Well, much point having a train then. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? We've forgotten all the keys. Again. This is this one. Right, independent. Just trying to find all the right keys again. Okay, so dynamics O and L, good. That's reverser. What's the main brake? Might be a handy thing to know, you know. Oh, there we go. U and J. Good-o. That brake light thing beeping at me. Do I have to turn something on in this train? There's a cab heater. Cab light. Lights. Got lights on. Don't have lights on the rear. Might want wipers, I guess. How do I make this happen now? Ah, okay. Alright. Let's do this. everybody anyway? Yeah, I agree, Andy. The locos are, shit. That's the only way to describe it. It's just bizarre. Oh god, it's got a bell. Dare I do it? That's not a bell. That's even more annoying than a bell. But anyway. This thing doesn't roll very well. Yeah, what do you say about those locomotives? Watching on your new curved monitor. 34 inch. Very nice. I'm actually watching on my curved monitor, but I've got Derail Valley in the middle, and I've got OBS on the right, and I've got YouTube on the left. As they say in Star Wars, what's that flashing? I don't know. It's going to go up to here, and then we'll back up into the sidings that are down there somewhere. At least I assume they are. We don't want to head off down the main line without a job, do we? That accelerated quickly. Hello, Brad MacArthur. Trackball mouse, getting used to it. It uses my thumb. Alright, which brake did I put on? That one. No. Direction. There we go. Shut this door though. I can see. Andy says DTG got a big shitstorm because of the sound of the 4024 coming on Vorarlberg route and the other bad things they did with the route. The route's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. And the Vectron is amazing. The Vectron is really good. There are Vectron drivers who are very happy with the Vectron, just saying. But the 4024... I know they struggled to actually get sound. What they put in there was kind of a last minute thing. If we're really lucky, maybe at some point they'll get some better sounds for it. I think as a train goes, it sounds like a train. But not everybody is going to be overly happy with it sounds like a train. I understand that. I'm very tall in this locomotive. I'm higher than the wipers. That's not good. So somewhere around here somewhere I'll stop and then I'll go and get a job. Because I don't want to go too far into the sidings without knowing where I'm going to be going. We'll do fine, because there's the first set of points. Jobs in this place. Station. Somewhere. Can I go through carriages still? No. fix that. I just mashed my face on a tractor. The other side. There it is. Oops. It's on top of the station office sign. Now, I thought I actually had a job, but clearly not. So we can't scroll anymore. So we've got, what's that one? Logistical haul. It's only $3,000. Who'd do a job for $3,000? Really? $38,000. Ooh, but can my new loco handle that? I don't know. And there's another one for 3,000. There's 5,000. 14,000. And there's 8,000. You know, I'm tipping I'm not going to take that one, even though it's an incredible amount of money, because I don't know what my new loco can handle. Let's take something lighter. Let's take this one, which is for 14,000. I think we might take this one. Drop this now. Denied. Requires a logistical haul. Okay. Chucked it in the bin, didn't I? Chucked it away. It's on the floor under the bin. It'll be fine. We'll get it out. Licenses. Logistical haul, 20,000. No, I don't think so. Alright. What else can we take? Let's just get that one back too, since it's... Go away. How did I even get you up? What key did that? It's off. Ah, there we go. There we go. We can't have you, so let's put you back on the table over here somewhere. So we can't take any yellow ones, huh? I mean, we're stuck with that one. It's this one. It's $10,000 and it's a freight haul of containers. Alright, let's take this one. Oh, hang on. Yep, I think we've got this license. Ah, we do. Alright. What's involved in this one? We're delivering empty containers. Blah, 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 blah. Lots of containers. Where are we going to? We've got B40. We've got a whole lot of carriages. We're going to Harbour and Town. I'm going to leave them there, all in the same track by the looks of it. Yep, he's good. Okay. B40 it reckons. Good-o. Let's put you in an inventory slot. Let's get out of here. First thing we need to find is B40, I suppose. The signs on this part. There's our old loco there. Or old loco. So B's going to be over the other side, which is where we were with the tractors and stuff. Is it the other way? No, it's the other way. There's our containers, I think. Looks like the brands they had. Is this B40? Let's have a look. B50. B40. Okay. Let's just walk along here, setting points as we go. I'll get our loco that's down there somewhere. And Andy says, in German we say Wurstfinger, sausage fingers, when you hit the keys right. Yeah, I get that. And funnily enough, picked up Wurstfinger. Which bit's active? That's that one done. Do like a good bratwurst. Quite a fan of weisswurst too. Very pleasing flavours. Like a bratwurst with some sauerkraut, a bit of nice chilli. That one is set correctly. This one is set correctly. So these ones aren't right. I don't think, because we only got to the right, don't we? I think we do. Locomotive. Its interior cap lights just came on. For no readily apparent reason. Then. Brakes off. Go get some stuff. I think the route looks good. There are some things with it that I didn't see stand out in the preview, so I'm not going to talk about them, but you're going to like them. I get the impression that our C&W friend from Illinois is sitting on the other stream going, where's he gone? Because he hasn't turned up back on this one. Lights are flashing. Worries me. Is there something I haven't turned on in here? It hasn't got switches like the other one. See anything anywhere? Is this panel open maybe? No? This panel. Oh, that one opens. Starter and electrics, and they're both on. Is this one open? Hello, Greg K. How are you? I'm glad they helped you learn the sawtooth method for Cajon Pass. It's a challenging route, that one. Downhill, anyway. Uphill, it's just notch 8 and sit back and relax. Downhill, yes, very challenging route. I don't even know, to pretend to know where Derail Valley's set, but I'm guessing by the trainloads of larders that it's somewhere in Eastern Europe. Because no one voluntarily drives larders. Now, did that get us close enough? I don't think so. Go. Find which handbrake's on. That one certainly was. If this next one's off, I'm just going to assume the rest of them are off and leave it at that. It's off, so just assume it's the usual one handbrake only. We're supposed to take all of these? I probably should, shouldn't I? So 110 and 930. So we're at the 930 end. And we want the 110 end. So let's just go up the other end and just make sure it's 110 up that end. Just to make sure we're supposed to take the whole train. 110! Lovely. Just make sure you're not on. You're not. Lovely. Okay. Let's get back in our little locomotive and work out where the hell we're going. Change our lights. Super bright lights on the front, those ones. Lights on the back. Thank you, Greg. Very cool of you. Andy says, I know that shown on stream was not a final version. I'm happy with the route so far, but you know how train sim community can be. For me, it's okay as it is. Look, I like the route. The 402 Ford drive's fine, just saying. But, yeah, oops. Don't do that. Its sound is a bit crappy. You move? Looks like it. Still love to know why that brake light's flashing. Should I do a brake test? Let's do a brake test to make sure we can actually stop the train. It seems to work. It's working. Maybe it's just flashing for the sake of it. I don't know. Heaps to Greg there. Started planning out my TSW4 tutorials. Plenty to do. Now, where are we going? We're going to... Forgotten. Okay. Going to Harbour and Town, right. Wrong. Right. Harbour and Town is down there, HB. Alright, so we just go straight for a little while, then we turn left, and do lots of straights. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got to get down to the next big place before we need to do much at all, really. So away we go. I don't think I'll be talking out of turn or getting poo if I tell you that all of the other sounds that are coming for trains are real. Welcome back, Rolliston Rails. Andy says the sound isn't a problem for him because there'll be someone who will fix it. Some on the forums like the 182, and it's not a bad sound, it's just wrong. Oh, it is wrong, it's a different train. And as people have, I think, correctly guessed, it's the Talent 1. It certainly sounds like it. Talent 2, rather, sorry. The train is a Talent 1 and the sound is a Talent 2. Let's bang it. So it's got two tachos. I assume one is engine revs and the other one's the hydraulic gearbox. Such as gearboxes are. Has got the work train, had the class leader for the DXs. That's cool. Is my stream running an ad? The stream just ran an ad. Why did that happen? See if I'll get out of the stream. Play ads. There we go. Shouldn't run any more ads. I apologise for that. Back to the game. Shift tab. love the way it pushes the branches out of the way. 70 here, we're doing okay. More branches pushed out of the way. It's a bigger loco. We haven't snapped these ones off yet. Rolliston Rails driving in the NZTSW Discord server. Told he was on it today and also has a YouTube channel. Ah, okay. Going a bit quick. Slow down a little bit. We're going downhill here, that's right. So I can use dynamics, can't I? No, not that. That. Wow, that works quickly. Chris Vasquez, how are you? It has been a little while. How are you doing? My brakes completely off, all of them. They are. Go back to accelerating for a little while. Where are we up to? There, okay. Oh, I think I know which driver you mean. Aussie train driver or something like that, Rolliston Rails. He drives for one of the small freight companies that just provides loco power for people. SSR, I think. Outside camera angles, there we go. Cruise along in the darkness. And New Zealand Rolliston Rails, okay. And that door's still open. Might fall out. I followed out once in Derail Valley. It was a bit shit. Oh, that's a bit quiet. Let's get that open. I didn't know Derail Valley changed the sound with the windows shut and open, but it does. Ah, cool. Okay, here's our next place coming up, I think. So, hopefully this junction's set to the left, and hopefully I'm not going too fast. I like the headlights on this train, they're much better than the previous one. I think we might just come off the power as we roll into here, in case I have to stop in a hurry. Now rolling off to the left, which is what we want to do, and we're supposed to go much slower than we are. Ah, we're gonna make it. What's the drama? Didn't fall over, it's all good. Nothing to see here, Your Honour. Nothing bad happened. Hello, Train Chaser Aiden, how are you? Train Chaser Aiden puts up a bit of Victorian train footage if you check out his channel. I shouldn't assume Aiden's a boy, probably is, but shouldn't assume. Where am I supposed to go here? I'm supposed to go left, so we're all good. And I could go right, go all the way down the bottom I suppose, along the coast there. I'll go this way. Poor start when I somehow managed to get the wrong stream. Or 50 zone, not quite doing 50 yet, so that's fine. And we're going uphill, and this train can accelerate up hills. Nice. This is my first decent sized loco in this game. So I think it can handle a lot more than it is. It's handling a fair bit. Oops, junctions. Where are we supposed to go? Supposed to go left, and we are. Oh, we're going too fast again. But not too much too fast. We'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, hang on, it's Derail Valley. Train Chaser Aiden went to Emerald yesterday and almost a crash between 8A and a car. That happens disturbingly often, you know. Kilvington Drive or one of the other crossings. Turn right after one of the big things coming up. Going straight through this one. I'd run faster through here, but I don't want to, just in case we get stuck. Reflections on the water look nice, even though it's dark. It's kind of cool. Sure if I'll go up to the railway next weekend or not. Next weekend's the big running race. I don't have a rostered role, but I could always go and be shed monkey again. The week after that is my firing assessment, so I'll be up there on the Sunday. Taking a train out to Gembrook. Or pass. So the main road crossing, Belgrave Gembrook Road. It's pretty unusual to get nuffs there. Because there's boom gates. I guess someone snuck around the booms. That's a reportable incident, and if the person is found, it's a $17,000 fine and a mandatory loss of license for 6 months. In-house, it's always a bit of a not fun thing to do, isn't it? And hooks clear. Oh, so he was stuck in the crossing. So it was just one of those really smart people that had driven onto the crossing and they didn't have room for them on the other side. I think it's at those... the next lights are fine, and after that one we're going to have a right-hand turn. I saw a truck get stuck in the boom gates once. We were not in any danger of hitting him. We stopped about 10 metres before the crossing, but he was very much stuck. And he didn't like me coming up and taking his photo and taking photos of his truck. So I could put them in my report for the day. He was quite mad about it. I just told him it was either me or the coppers and he should pick one. Now Hopefully that'll just take us through the yard here. I think it does, because there's no other track going off to the side. I shouldn't flick that up so quickly. What I was looking at is the blue arrow. We're coming up on the yellow circle, so there's nowhere else we can go. I don't think I've ever been on the track down to the harbour before. This will be a new experience. Letting them know in a European way, or an Australian way, or an American way. So it's a European way, they just drive through, and in an Australian way it'd be, and then there'd be an American way. You may think I'm kidding, but I used to live near Jack London Square in Oakland. The nightly Amtrak that used to come through there would start honking somewhere on the outskirts of Oakland, and it would finish somewhere around Fruitvale. Which is a long way. It's very annoying. Going to be going at the harbour. Coal mine, iron ore mine east. Forest. I think Derail Valley's crashing. The Derail Valley has in fact crashed. Sigh. Derail Valley go boom. Starting Derail Valley up again. Hopefully, will it pick it up by itself? I think it will. Yep. Okay. Don't need that thing. Have we still got a train? Where does it put us? We'll find out soon, I guess. Yeah, that was a bit exciting, wasn't it? Restoring game state from the last save game. Alright, where are we though? Why is my map dark? That's not too bad. We didn't lose too much. Okay, so let's put brakes off. Forwards. We've got lights on. We've got lights on the front and the back. Our brakes are still flashing and they're coming off now. Alright, off we go again. Let's try that again. C&W, you finally turned up. You know what I think of that kind of video, Mr. CNW? Why you get in trouble. That's why other people pick on you. I highly recommend you don't make a video like that. Or launch it. Figure out my maps and things. It's only work when you're in a cab. And it's dark. Get rid of that. Wipers. Okay. Can I read my map now? There we go. Machine factory in town, coal mine, iron ore, forest, sawmill. Oil well. Sawmill. Oh, I want a job that goes to the sawmill. I like the sound of the sawmill. Okay, so it must be that purple one. There we go. Upland Town. Crane loading yard. Fluid loading yard. Military base. Overview. Oh, it's quite big, isn't it? Figure it out when we get there. In the meantime, we have to turn right pretty soon, so the next junctions we want to turn right, and we came from the top right hand corner of the map before, so we're going to need to make sure that we set the junction, and we don't want to be going too quick when we come out of here. Train Chaser Aiden asks, how long does it take to become a fireman? Well, I'm an unusual case. I started in 2008, but I did drop it, and at that time there were other things happening in my world and it all seemed too hard, and I walked away, which is a decision I regretted, because all of the people that I knew at that time in that cohort of firemen are all drivers now. Oh, except one departed in spectacular fashion. But I regretted that decision, and I've been a diesel fireman for a very long time. Pretty much since then, actually. It was about that time I qualified as diesel fireman, about 2010, I think. And I was asking about becoming a diesel driver. And the only way to become a diesel driver is to go through steam firing and steam driving. So I went, fine, and I gave up, because I know what the railway's like when it sets its mind to something. Because I don't know if you ever heard there's the right way, the wrong way, and the railway. But when a railway decides something, it goes the railway's way. There are no other options or opportunities. I think this next crossing is the one we want. So you do it their way, and their way was to become a steam fireman. So I started doing it again. I started in August last year, so it's actually been a year. And I've done, I don't know, 20, 21 trips, something like that. It's a few. And about 8 of those have been Gembrook runs. So you have to get enough Gembrook runs under your belt and then prove to an assessor that you're ready to be assessed. So they'll come out with you either as driver or supervising fireman. And when they think you're ready, they'll put you up for assessment. Once you've been put up for assessment, then all good. So I've been put up. I was back in there last week as shed monkey, which basically meant I lit up and did all the oiling and the greasing, and I spent some time in the cabs of each of the locomotives, because we have 2 kinds of injectors at Puff. We have the monitor injector, which is a slightly involved beast to get it running, and that's on the driver's side, so the fireman doesn't use it very much. And we have a Brown's injector on the fireman's side, which is much easier to use. So I wanted to spend some time with the monitor injector to get a bit better at it. This must be very steep hill here. So the answer to your question, Train Chaser Aiden, is after you've done your safe working qualifications, which can take about 6 months, then you'll spend about another year learning to be a fireman. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's slower. All depends what else is happening and how ready you are. Hello, Nathan Reader. Right after Labor Day, it's your birthday. I assume you mean American Labor Day, because our Labor Day's gone, so happy birthday to you. I don't think I need to change this switch, it'll just go by itself. Put this away then. We are certainly running up a very steep hill, but this thing seems to be coping with it. It's not getting too hot. So we'll just leave it running at these revs, because, you know, slow and steady is fine. Quite dark. I seem to get all the night shifts in this game. It is lightening up though, so I guess it's coming into morning. I assume there's some way to find out the time. I don't know it. Has a rail at Ferrymead over Labour weekend. But F13 150th birthday. That sounds pretty good. Now, where are we going through here? Cab, so we can figure that out. We want to turn left, and then we can either turn left or turn right at the next one. It doesn't make much difference. One's very windy, and the other one's not. I am starting to warm up. Compass. Actually, you know what? I might be able to do it. Is this got... No. I'm gonna need this in a moment anyway. So, chat, which way do we go? Do we take the scenic route? Or do we take the other route? So on this next one, I have to turn left regardless. Left? Left. Let's just get the thing out. Illinois is going to the Illinois Railway Museum. In October there's going to be 2 weekends where I won't be streaming because I'll be riding a bullet train. That's a good enough reason, I think. I can put you away for a little while. Scenic route. Okay. Well, it's starting to lighten up, so we'll probably actually be able to see it. So to take the scenic route, we'll turn left here and we'll turn right at the next one. Pushes trees out of the way, but the rolling stock doesn't. Turn right at this one. Cooling down again now, that's a good sign. So on those 2 weekends that I'm not streaming, I will try and find some time to prepare some content. Looks like this switch is set right anyway, so that's fine. Give you a chance to cool down a little. I'll try and find some time to prepare some content to run as premiere on those weekends, but I'll be elsewhere. Going to Tokyo. Already booked my bullet train ride. Got warned you need to book it a long time in advance. They are, after all, basically a commuting system, and not for people like me. There are an enormous number of train museums in and around Tokyo, but I have promised the other half that I'll only visit one. So maybe I happen to walk past one. I might drop in. There's one I'm going to visit deliberately. It's quite a big one. It's about an hour and a half out of Tokyo, so it's a subway ride and then a regional ride, but no rural rides. I'd like to ride the rural trains, but I'm not really going to have time for that, unfortunately. Where am I? I'm down there. Okay, so next one I want is left. I think we're climbing uphill again. Let's DNW asks, why can't an engine catch fire if it overheats? Well, there's overheats and there's overheats. So just overheating an engine just means it's outside its operating temperature range. Now in Derail Valley it actually will catch fire. Hello, Michael. In Derail Valley it probably actually will catch fire, but that's not that realistic. Now you could have a situation, so I have been in a diesel where the engine bed was so full of oil and grease and crap that it did start to smoke. Didn't catch fire, but it did start to smoke, and that was a little bit more exciting than we had a desire to experience on that day. So I suppose it could happen, but no, overheating an engine normally isn't going to catch fire. Train Chaser Aiden asks, have I ridden any steam rail trips? Yes, I have, quite a few. Also ridden Mornington. Train Chaser Aiden is going on the Dandenong to Cranbourne shuttles and also the Morwell Rose Festival. It's excellent that you're actually riding the train, Aiden. It's good to balance chasing and riding, because chasing doesn't help keep that train operational, whereas riding it definitely does. So it's good to chase and give them a bit of publicity and get them out there, but it's also good to make sure you actually directly support them. It's a good thing I'm going slow, isn't it? That would have been a surprise. So where are we now? Down there. So we're going to turn left in the not too distant future. Let's pop outside and watch this from outside. This looks quite cool. I do like the water in Derail Valley. Yes, Rolliston Rails, no problem at all. Drop links in the Discord as much as you want. You can't do it here, because I've got that turned off in YouTube. Ever since the porn spammers started to do that, I've turned off links in my chat. But if you would like me to, I can grab it out of the Discord and pop it here. Oh dear, Derail Valley's buffing again. Bye bye Derail Valley. It's a little unreliable today, isn't it? Just a little. At least it's got checkpoints. So we're coming back. Don't worry about that mod manager, I don't actually use it. Should kill it actually. It doesn't need to be there. Here we go again. Put it in the real life trains channel, Rolliston. Okay. This will be a hill start too, won't it? Let's put a little bit of throttle on and then release the brakes. Is it coming off nicely? You know what? Oops, that didn't sound good. Crunch goes to the gearbox. There we go. I wonder how much that gearbox crunch is going to cost me. The map's not dark this time. There you go, there's a link to my Discord, just popped up in the chat. So if I flick over to my Discord, it is running. Discord. That's not much use. That's not what I want. actually open up. There we go. Right. And there's Rolliston's event. Saying we like the water. And then it went away. Derail Valley punished me because I said it was good. Odd. That's okay. Trying to figure out if the track moves there, or if it's just the shadows. I think it's just the shadows. I think I'm going 70. No. No. What happened to the jet? If you know who that is. OBS reconnection successful. Stream still running? Looks like it's still running. OBS had a little connection as well. Day of connections. Uh-oh. Junction. Where do we want to go? We want to go left. Can't not do a gratuitous bridge shot, can we? Both sides. It's a bit flat in texture, the bridge. Everything else is really nice in this, but the bridge is a bit flat. Long. That's the sun and not something on my train on fire. He's already set to the left, so that's fine. And it is a speed of 5. Pick up again. Right-hand side of it goes pretty much back where we came from. Sun coming from the sun, but where is it? Like, as promised, the scenic route. This window? No, of course not. Scenic route again. Good. Push through buildings of whatever imaginary country this is. Running another ad, isn't it? God damn it. YouTube's clearly done something new. Brief moment of sunshine. Went away. It's back. It's the giant bridge. We didn't get to cross the giant bridge. That would have gone us pretty much back where we came from. We've got the cliff top route instead. YouTube has clearly done something new with ads today, because I just saw it run another one, so I'll work out what that is and kill it, because I don't want ads during a stream. I'll through YouTube Studio after the stream. Out, so please accept my apologies for throwing ads at you. good premium as well, Brad. It's a very good investment. Tunnel time! Much for being scenic, huh? Oh, we're going to come out again on the scenic route shortly with some more water. Downhill again now. 70 zone coming up. How are the DCG forums? I have to say I don't visit them very often. There's a few too many interesting characters that are very, very, very vocal. I think the majority are rather quiet. There are a few that are rather loud in their opinions. To be clear, there's nothing particularly wrong with their opinions, they just voice them perhaps a little too much, a little too strongly, a little too often. And if it keeps a seasoned person like me away from the forums, imagine what it does to new people who come into the game, who go, what are these people on? Bye-bye, water. Yeah, there is a bit of hostility. Uh-oh. Slow down. Must slow down a lot. We are slowing down, fortunately. It is working. We haven't derailed yet. Gonna reach 40 before the big curve. This is good. I like this dynamic braking thing. Keep a little bit of it on though. Absolutely no problem with people having strong opinions. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's perfectly okay. But they could be polite about it, and they don't have to be nasty, and they don't have to be hostile. Trying to slow down a little bit more. I should have realised that the scenic route would come with low speed limits. Slowed it down again, we can stay outside and watch for a little while. Surprising people feel as strongly about trains as they do. Wow, he'd just fall in the water if he came off there. Splosh. Yeah, it is a bit interesting, the ones that go, I have my opinion. Here's my opinion again. I'm going to give you my opinion again. I'm sorry, but you don't appear to have read my opinion in the last 375 times that I commented on your post. So I'm going to give you my opinion again. This is a bit strange. There we go. That's fixed it. It's pretty simple. It's a game. I can choose to play it, or I can choose to not play it. That is my choice. I can choose to be happy, or I can choose to be unhappy. Also my choice. I can choose to offer feedback in a reasonable way. Also my choice. And just out of interest, I do offer feedback. A lot. It's part of the role of being in beta is you give a lot of feedback. I give a particularly large amount of feedback about Steam, because that's my area of experience and where I actually have some knowledge and some practical experience. It's quite pretty, isn't it? I think this thing runs in Unity, doesn't it? Yes, I do have to admit, Michael, there are people encouraging the poor behaviour. It's a bit uncool. I know JD and Alex and Jamie try to keep a lid on it. It's a very challenging balance between legitimate feedback and just being nasty. There's a fella that I silenced in the chat on one of the streams. And I only silenced him because he actually threatened violence against someone else in the stream. And he put in a written complaint about me. It's like, yep, good on you, mate. You weren't silenced for your opinion. You were silenced for violence. Aiden says the train cannot be harmed if R761 is armed. I'm not quite sure what that means, Aiden. R761 is one of the larger steam locomotives in Victoria. It's a Hudson class, sort of. Oddly enough, American design, made in the UK. It's got some other UK aspects to it. It's sort of a strange cross between a Hudson and a Pacific and a Bullide. It's a very strange cross of a machine, but they run very nicely and they sound great. And run very quick. Have a lovely day on Phillip Island, Aiden, and wish your dad a happy Father's Day. Phillip Island's a very nice place to be. No trains, though. No trains at all on Phillip Island. Not even a miniature train. Churchill Island had one once, but it's been gone for a while. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And Brad, it is the same people over and over and over. On the video chats, there tends to be a lot more. And there will always be the people. You can always go to Coal Creek. That's not very far from the way to Phillip Island. They have trains. Anyway, I think we can get a cab and have a look. No, we're not far. So next time we come to a junction, we need to turn right. And then we just have to figure out where we're going to go when we get to the harbour. And I don't know about you, but where is it? I always find these things a bit confusing, to be honest. I know they're meant to make it simpler, but my brain struggles to translate this sort of format into the physical world. So, yeah. I'm sure they help some people. They don't help me much. So I tend to just go there and have a look at the world and go, yeah, okay, that's where we're going. It's like 5, that speed sign down there. Certainly not doing 50, so we're fine. Did my time in the 30 zone. It's unlike we're going uphill again too. Go down here and look at the water. Okay. Maybe a little too clear, but that's good water. I like that. Sign of the port yet? Guess it'll be around there somewhere. We have to go round a couple more headlands as yet. Equal speed, it's fine. We're going for time on this job. Feels like we've been running for a while. Just in time to be doing 40, we're doing 40. Wasn't that lucky? I pretend to plan it, but I didn't. Get into the sandbox at some point, just deliberately crash something. But in the career I want to look after it. Plenty of room for deliberate crashing in the sandbox. We do very soon. Hello, Richard. Who's looking forward to my saluter grade attempt? Will be ascending or descending or both? I think it'll have to be both, for sure. I don't think I'm going to do it with their locomotives, though. I think I'm going to put something else in there. I experimented with another one last night, and it went rather spectacularly. Looks like a harbour coming up. Let's get this thing ready. Because we need to switch to the right at some point. I think it's right, isn't it? Yes. There's that little harbour place down there. It's quite big, isn't it? Our junction. It's not on this bridge, so we'll just stick with the nice bridge shot. I think our junction's right at the other end of the bridge, so I'll pop back into the cab before it's a bit too late. The ascent, I'm contemplating putting a steam engine on there. junction's already set to the right, so let's just watch it go across the bridge. Descent, it'll be diesel. I may do steam for the ascent. Just got to work out what train I'm going to use. Because their locomotives are a bit interesting. And their descent scenario, I'm vaguely tempted to build a new one that would actually operate Saluda properly. Just don't know if I'll have time for that. See, because the way they've got the Belmont coal train, and the Belmont coal train is operated, well, was operated in a particular way. Their method of operating it in their scenario is just plain wrong. An excellent way to become a cropper. I don't know if people are aware, and they don't model this in the game at all, but Saluda locomotives are special. In US locos, generally speaking, it's not possible to run the air brakes at the same time that you've got the dynamics on, because the dynamics will cut out. The Saluda locomotives had a key, and at the top of the grade they would pick up a specialised driver whose job was to take it down. And those people had a key, and they'd hop into the cab and they'd key into the panel, and when they keyed into the panel, it would allow them to operate the dynamic brakes and the air brakes at the same time. Because it's very important when descending a 4.7% grade, which is a terrifying gradient on a normal adhesion railway. I'm not surprised that trains struggle with it, and I'm also not surprised that it's gone. Because I couldn't imagine people wanting that from a risk management perspective. Because all it takes is 30 seconds of inattention and you're upside down at the bottom of the hill. Junction coming. They don't know where we want to go. Let it go where it does, but I'll start braking, I think. Where it goes. Just wander around and figure out where we're going. Just leave it blocking the road here. Seems perfectly normal to me. Just bring the dynamics up now that we're coming to a stop. Brad, you're absolutely right. There is an awesome video on Saluda. Probably put a link to it up when we get there. Going to 91. Okay. Go this way first because it's closer. Alright, so it's definitely not that way. It's over here. That's a roundhouse. Ooh, there's steam engines in there. There's another one of our little locos. It's a large steam engine. It's kind of cool. Another large steam engine. That's a different one, actually. Oh no, same one. Evidence that maybe I've been here before. I think we can just drive our train around a little while. Oh no, it's crashing again! Derail Valley, what are you doing? What are you doing, Derail Valley? Loading, loading, loading. So YouTube, this would be a good time for an ad. When the game crashes, it'd be a great time for an ad. But no. Okay, I think we lost much. Let's go find our train, which will be down there somewhere. There it is. That's a great place to be. What's up? Set the direction while we were gone. So that would suggest that if you're about to crash in this game, like crash for real, you should save the game, because when you come back you're stopped. Because we don't want to go to the loco servicing facility. While we're cruising, I'll try and find that video for you. Originally put it up or not, but it's I think that's the right video. Okay, that's the Saluda video. Coming up to a place with some sidings, so I'll stop again up here. Hopefully it's bringing me into the incoming sidings. Sure, that's the place we want to be. E50. So where have we put the bring to? E9I. Alright, that's promising. 70. E8i, E9i. Okay. I'm going to put it on that track there. This one. Looks okay to me. Check this one, and then we can probably just nip down to our train, I think. It was called Southern Railway. It's one of the interesting ones in the States that was called Railway, not Railroad. Fine, so let's just nip. That's fine. That's fine as well. Alright, let's jump back in our locomotive. So. Go and deliver this stuff. But the game won't crash this time. Theory, just be able to roll the rest of the way in. I'll deliver this lot and then figure out what else we can do. Either do a real job or jump into the sandbox and crash something. What would you lot prefer? Noticed on those car crash videos that come out of Russia, it's always a lighter in the wrong. It's like the people that drive them don't care. One handbrake. uncouple the beastie. Office. Usually somewhere near the incoming yard. Station. Let's look at the funny little map. So we came into I. None of those are labelled I. That's useful. Park the train there. It should be in the water, surely. Don't see no office. It'd be terrible if you got a time penalty because you couldn't find the office. There he is. Oh, there's lots of jobs here. $16,000. Very good. Wallet. There we go. Let's get rid of the wallet though. And what are our fees? 1,808. That's alright. We'll pay that. Yes, you can save money by servicing it manually. I know. Why did it take 20,000? Said it was 1,808. Why does it want to take that much money from me? I don't have that much money. Pay your fees to reduce your remaining copay. Hang on, it just gave me $20,000. What? Alright. So I should buy manual service is what it's saying. But why did it give me the money? It's $20,000 for manual service. Do this. You can't. Fine. I'm still confused. That's how much money it gave me. So it gave me that money to pay the fee. Can now buy licenses, except I can't because now I haven't got any money. See? Look, 6,000. Oh well, we better give this bloke a sleep anyway. And then we can check the poll. Ah, people seem to be quite interested in Sirius. There's no bed up here. There's the bed in this one. So don't give him a sleep, he'll get sad soon. No bed in here. Couch. Why can't I put my mouse on it? Oh, there we go. You're going to sleep on a couch in an office. Yeah, it looks comfortable. Brad says, when was the last time I had 26 grand in my wallet? A while ago. Hello, Emmanuel Perez. In what year do I think that loco was made? You know what? I reckon I should sleep for another 8 hours so it's not dark. Oh, bastard. Perpetually stuck in the darkness. Alright. Well, people seem to want to do a serious one, so we will do that. Let me just stop the poll. So we will do a serious one. And I guess we will perpetually take another job. And Emmanuel, I'd have to guess 70s, 80s, something like that for that loco. So there's shunting jobs. There's a freight haul, but that needs licenses I don't have. Hello, Alfred Peabody. Missing step, insert wallet, it'll take the 1800. I tried though, it wouldn't let me. Weirdly, it gave me all the cash, but anyway, that's fine. It gave me the cash and I paid the fee with the cash, so it's all good. I thought I did try and put my wallet in then. We'll try the next one and see if I don't stuff it up. What's that one? That's going back where we came from. It's $22,000, and I think that's actually one I can do. And this one's a freight haul. Actually, no, that's... What is that one? That's a shunting. So how is it it's a shunting when it's taking it somewhere else? Or is it a shunting and... I don't know. Just put it down. This one's the same. To City Southwest. Well, that's somewhere we haven't been. Where's City Southwest, do you reckon? Southwest, down the bottom there? We can go back round the scenic route to City Southwest. I guess that's what SW stands for. Why don't we do this one? Krugman Electronics, Treg Shipment Apparel. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, what's involved? So we're doing some stuff. Got some cars, we've got some containers, got some chemicals. That could get messy. So they're on the same track. They're all on E1110. That's good. And haul it to City Southwest. That's all going into the one track. Also good. Okay. E110. Let's dump you down and go find... Let me just go back to where the train was, to be honest. Trains on this side, and there's E, E30, E8, E9. So it might be one of those. E110, there we go, it's that one. Now, where did I put the train though? I think the train's not actually over here. I think this is another section. Let me go figure out where I put the train. The locomotive, I should say. here somewhere. No, this is on the dock. Big round things that go boom. Can go right. Can go right. Float. Isn't that funny? That's a station, so the train must be around here somewhere. Over in this yard. Oops, we're in a pipe. There he is. Shut himself down. Left the lights on though. I section. That doesn't exist. Oh, I bet you there's bloody handbrakes. Do I run around the train or just drive around the tracks and hope we find the other yard? Alfred Peabody. Shunting issue is unloaded job that has come from the other location. Don't let the current jobs. Thank you. I wasn't sure about that, so that's just telling me where it's come from. So I could have made a large amount of money and just stayed here. Oh well. And SI jobs are loads to get ready for other stations. Thank you. Good to know. Try and run around, go out one of the empty tracks out that way. Or do I just keep going this way and see where we end up? It's crashing again. Ah, game, what are we doing? You haven't been this bad before. Why is this happening? It's just not cool. This is not cool at all. I did have to roll back my video drivers for another game the other day. I wonder if that's affected this one. Back to the latest drivers and do a clean install again. See if that makes any difference. feels like it's just heading out, doesn't it? That doesn't look like it's in the yard anymore, so we definitely don't want to go that way. Makes me think we probably want to go back this way down this track. One of these. Let's try the left-hand one for a start. That's looking kind of promising. No, it's not. It's the wrong yard. G yard. We don't want the G yard, we want the E yard. This one. Train. It's a train track, so that'll get us back to the train at least. To the locomotive. I don't know why I keep calling it a train, so let's try down this track this time. Where does this one go? This is into the passenger station. Well, that one's no use to us. The ad. Balls. Tried that track, didn't we? That took us to the passenger station. We'll just have to go back the way we came and go in the other end. Let's go and... what's that yard over there? Is that the one I just came from? It is the yard I just came from, but we want E110, don't we? Which is that one down there. Switch this one here to the left. I think I've accidentally found it. Standard method of just piss fart around until it works. This one, that's set fine. Thoughts though. Thoughts. We don't want to run out that way, we want to go the other direction. So I'm going to have to run around this train and go to it to the other end. Let's get back out again. Back down here and we'll go find an empty track to run around on. It's an empty one, none of those ones are. That centre track's empty, so we can use this one. Change this junction here. Get in. Go back this way. Alfred says as you play this game and turn in freight haul jobs, you will see that the same job turn into a shunt unload, for example. Usually build your own trains. That applies to the shunt load also. And you can build consists going to the same location to make more money. I think you need, that's the multi-haul license, isn't it? You have to buy another license for that. was that I paid the 1,800 and it gave me 20,000 to pay the fee then. Maybe that's how that worked. I'll pay a bit more attention to that on the next one. Just get back down to where these tracks converge and then we'll set some points to get to E110. Go pick up our train. We shall cruise along a little more. Thank you for all the help, Alfred. It's very handy. We're just about there, so I should hop back into the cab. Couple are okay until we get down there. Change this one. Should put us on the right one because it's that extreme right-hand track is the one we want, I think. Yep, looks good. Back to the train. Back to the locomotive. I should stop calling it the train. Lights just change ends by themselves. Oh no, I've got lights on both ends. Okay. Train here. Nice and gentle. Get it here enough sooner or later. Let's assume it's only the one and we'll try and move the train and see what happens. The press is not flashing anymore. It's different. Yep. We'll already be set to turn left, so that's fine. left again after the scenic thing, so we crossed that nice bridge again. All good. C&W asks, can't a railroad museum get anything outside the United States like Canada or Mexico? Well, of course it can, but as I've explained to you outside of here, museums have a statement of acquisition or a policy of acquisition which governs what they can acquire or not. So if that locomotive ran in Illinois, then perhaps they might want it, but or perhaps they might want it to scrap it and use the components to restore other things that they've got. The train is following us in an orderly fashion. No, I didn't check. We'd have actually got the right one. Let's just have a look at our little book. So 711 and 403. 711. See if 403 is on the back, just to make sure we've got all of it, and not extras or anything like that. Let's hope that that siding up there will take us out in an appropriate way. Those points, I should say. Right through. See all of it. Very good. Gonna go to C2I when we get there. This is getting silly. This is getting very silly. Game go boom. Boom go game. It's not that mod doing it, by the way, because that mod's not active. That was a mod to attempt to make Raildriver work with it. I don't think Derail Valley's updated since I last played it, so I wonder what's going on. Oh, poor house. We are exploding Derail Valley in the nicest possible way. Hope it's safe with that handbrake off. Might give my machine a bit of a check over too and just make sure it's got nothing weird going on. Got this new mouse installed, but I didn't let it install the Logitech drivers. I just let it use the default Windows ones. This thing sounds like a diesel hydraulic locomotive. C&W. It's probably because that's what it is. And I would suggest to you, given the configuration, while it's a two-engine machine, one in each end of it. See how we go this time. It's another place I haven't been. City Southwest. Can't say what it is or isn't CNW because this is a European locomotive, so it doesn't necessarily fit what your concepts are of locomotives. Curious why Yanks call it a prime mover too. A prime mover is the thing that belongs on the front of a semi-trailer. I feel like I'm going very fast, but 30 is fine. Just wake up these people who are doing a bit of quiet camping here in the car park. Now, am I going the right way? Yes. Need some power because this is uphill. Built up some speed coming out of the yard. But I don't think this uphill bit lasts very long. Alfred offers a pro tip for City Southwest. Watch the 30km/h bend right outside the city, drive past the city towards Machine Factory and back into City Southwest. It's blind drops, all dead end tracks. Thank you. Very helpful. To get up this hill without overheating too much. Started to calm down, so I think we'll be okay. I think what I might have to do for my next run is and I'll do it after the stream, is I'll risk the fatigue and I'll stay awake so that my next stream will be in daylight. I don't think I'll have to change this set of points because they should be going off to the left, which is what I want, and the game is crashing again. Game. Does it crash this much for other people, or is it just me? Is it just me that it's become crap for? I'm vaguely tempted to update the NVIDIA drivers now, but that might do bad things, like restart the computer. Maybe I'll just stay inside the train. It does seem to crash more when I'm outside the train. Okay, we've got our train. That's a good sign. Lights seem to be set up properly. Alfred Peabody says stable as a rock. Yeah, I think I'll update the video drivers again. Might get the machine to run a bit of a health check on itself too, it's been a while. Definitely back there again. I thought it saved after we came out of there, to be honest. Well, we came all the way back here. up this computer's error logs to see if there's anything interesting. It's helpful. Windows event log, all it says is that the application crashed. Interesting. Might get it to run some benchmarks too, because if the system itself is a bit sad, benchmarks will crash it. Hate it. Live and learn, Alfred. In the yellow at least. Hello SIT, how are you? Sounds like it got faster by itself then. Is that left? Good. It's lucky because left is where I want to go. Just crept up a little bit more. Speed's increasing too, so it's gonna be okay. I'm okay. I'd be happy if Derail Valley wasn't crashing as much. Power a little bit, let it cool down now that we're on a less steep gradient. On again. I think with it being this unstable, I'm going to need to reboot, which means the stream will die. I think that might be the end of today's stream, because if I just keep on playing it and it keeps dying every minute, we're not going to get anywhere, and it's going to be a little bit boring. I don't have any way of rebooting without actually losing the stream, so I think this is it for today, folks, and I will figure out those ad settings and kill them. Life. That's okay. It's not that far off normal end time anyway. It's only a little bit early. Alrighty, well, have fun, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I will try and sort out these issues before we come back. Next week is Saludigrade, and I will attempt to operate it in a semi-prototypical manner, and we'll probably run away and crash. That's life. And I will try and get some better locomotives on there, because the route's kind of okay. There are some issues with it where things aren't quite right. And some of it's good, some of it's not. It's drivable, workable. Most of the scenarios are okay. Their way of descending the grade is not prototypical at all. But that's life. Anyway, enjoy yourselves, and we shall see you next week. Bye now.
Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I always like to get your feedback in the form of likes and comments because they help me understand what you want. Give the channel a subscribe and click on the tinkly things so you don't miss out on any new stuff. And thanks for your ongoing support. And please, be safe out there.